The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown. It's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
Pulled in at the 24. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Falcon football. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Redder gets them ready.
At their own 24. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they're trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Ridder and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie,
the outside linebacker, coming out to drop full 10 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Ready? They go play action here on first down.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get old.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Ritter's throw complete. This is London.
2nd and 15. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. We're scoreless after 1. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game.
Mostert. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And all the way the 26.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, it's Henderson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Ready, break.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
Now Now it's Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 44. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's London. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
On 2nd and very short, Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. He's going to try and do this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ritter. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game.
Akers hit. He coughs it up.
But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
Now Stafford. Flush to his right.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Desmond Ridder,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Falcons have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And caught by London. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Okay, right?
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set, cut. Strike 60. Cut, cut.
They'll go. It's Patterson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Running the counter with Mostert. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. On 1st down, Stafford here. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Double right. 970.
Stafford.
Man open is Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try to run for this with Akers. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Akers is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So that challenge, a successful one.
59!
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
7 yards there and a first down.
Ready, set! On the ball!
Here's a toss play right to Mostert.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Running the counter, Patterson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down, here's Patterson.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Zero. 40 got. 40 got.
On first down at Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And what a ride it has been.